So far on our list of Scooby movies, I think we found one that really nails the Saturday morning cartoon vibes. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe and follow along as we review every animated Scooby-Doo movie ever. Today we're talking about Scooby-Doo in Arabian Nights. Scooby and Shaggy find themselves employed by a young caliph as royal food tasters. They were supposed to taste it to see if the food was poisoned, but they do what they do best and ate all of it. The caliph is mucho upset and chases after them, but Shaggy, in a last-ditch effort to save himself and Scooby, executes a plan to put the caliph to sleep by telling him stories. Scooby-Doo in Arabian Nights is a little different than previous Scooby movies that we've talked about and reviewed, given that the main bulk of the film are the two stories that Shaggy relates to the caliph. Scooby and Shaggy are really only in the movie to give those two stories context. The film is an adaptation of the Book of 1001 Nights, or rather, Arabian Nights. So we've got stories involving flying carpets, genies and lamps, and so forth and so on, just with the Hanna-Barbera twist. So the genie in the lamp is Yogi and Boo Boo Bear, and Magilla Gorilla has an extravagant adventure with Sinbad. And like I stated earlier, this film definitely belongs on your Saturday morning cartoon routine. It's a fun little movie that highlights a few Hanna-Barbera characters and adventures that we wouldn't otherwise get to see them in. The stories certainly have some funny jokes and fun moments, but overall they seem to lack a certain bite to them that makes them stand out, and I think that comes from a lack of any type of emotional weight whatsoever. It makes for a fun casual watch, but if we're looking for a cartoon adaptation of Arabian Nights that have higher stakes, I have a recommendation or two. The art style here is substantially different than previous Scooby-Doo movies. It ditches the dark atmosphere and realistic look in favor of a more stylized and cartoony look, similarly to the Pup Named Scooby-Doo series in terms of style and presentation, and for that, it gets bonus points. I feel like this art style fits the stories they want to tell. This movie is fun and cute, and features more Hanna-Barbera characters, but I can't really recommend this one as a Scooby-Doo movie, because Scooby and Shaggy aren't really in it a whole lot, and their screen time is split heavily with the other stories. But if you are looking for a light, fun Saturday morning watch, totally go for it. It's really silly. We are approaching the era where Warner Brothers bought Hanna-Barbera, so some key movies are coming up, so subscribe and follow along as we continue to take the deep dive. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.